we hired an inside sales guy through the COVID, and we're doing exactly what you said, man. And I've never even met you before, and like I think it's so cool to like be able to connect on that level, you know. And then also but Ryan, like, so yeah, you and I sat at the Village Inn in Denver, you know, back in January 2019, because I reached out to you. I didn't even hardly know you. I saw you doing really cool stuff, and I said, hey man, I want to meet you. I want to, you know, in person. That's me, yeah. And so we got there and like met with Ryan. We went through probably the best coaching call I've ever had, like ever. And it was right there in Village Inn, you know. And I got signed up with you before I even launched Foothills Roofing. I was already with Ryan, and then before I even launched Foothills, I was with Breakthrough Academy. So like, you know, it's not by accident that we hit, you know, 2 million in 12 months. That's kind of, you know, because we got on board really early, planning way before we even launched it in anything like this. Dude, the key, really, if I had to, we have all this fancy technology, man. We pretty much have it all. Pretty much better technology than like anybody out there, the most cutting edge stuff that you can get. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, like you just experienced. But really, the bare bones of minimum, my favorite part, is text. We sell deals through text all the time. We don't have to meet them, we don't have to talk to them, to do anything. We just text them. And we might follow up with a phone call. So like I hear a lot of the, you know, the fancy, you know, the Zoom and we, you know, we do that too if you need to differentiate yourself. But like a lot of folks, we're getting a lot of leads through Google as well. Like we kind of like cleaned up our Google My Business. I joined the Google Local Services, and we just get inbound calls. So you got to answer your damn phone for one. You can't let the phone not, you know, that's how we got the inside sales guy, because I couldn't handle all those calls. So he's there like handling the phone, pre-qualifying that customer, and then handing it off to our project manager out in the field. And we don't meet these people, we don't talk to them. We actually ask them though, do you want to meet with us? Do you want to do social distancing? We kind of like just ask them what they prefer. Would you prefer a screen share? Would you prefer text? Would you prefer a phone call? And like we just ask them what they want, and then whatever they say, we say no problem, you got it. For a while, we're 100% paperless. Like I used to kind of like be proud that we're like 100% paperless, but this way doesn't even really matter. I mean, we do company cam, job Nimbus. You know, we'll go to the house, take photos. We do drone roof inspections, but I mean, at this point, that's nothing new either. So I mean, we'll do a drone roof inspection. I mean, people still get a big kick out of it. You know, we'll upload the photos to company cam, send them a link. They can see the roof themselves through text. We'll text them the link again. Don't even bother with email. And so that's kind of the process. We'll get the inbound call. We will assign it to a sales rep. But we also ask them at that point, pre-qualify them with, you know, how would you like to do this? Would prefer communicating through text, email, screen share, like, you know, you name it, we've got it. How would you like? They said, you know what, a phone call is all I need. I don't need to be doing screen shares and all this stuff. So we just sell a lot of it just through the phone, and our project manager will call them. Once we're ready to sign, that's where it gets a little more. We just use Docusign right now. Well, we've been using Docusign for a while, but the key with Docusign is we don't just have the regular old, you know, $10 a month one. We have the enterprise Docusign account. So like that takes an investment, $2,000, you know, and we had to invest in Docusign, and and now we had an account manager who helped us like set up our templates. So like our guys can just log right in, templates are ready to go. They just kind of fill in the blanks, send it off, we're done. You know, so that's been huge. Although I have to say I don't love Docusign. We're developing our Sumo Quote account at this point, so I can report back to you on that to see if Sumo Quote is going to be better than Docusign. But for right now, Docusign is working, but it does have its share of problems. That's our process, man. This is a webinar that they wanted to learn our strategy through the pandemic and the different types of things that we're doing. So big deal is texting. You know, I think a lot of people don't take that seriously enough, is that you can sell roofing jobs through text, and then and also through just a phone call. All the other fancy stuff is awesome, and we can get into all that, and we do get into all that. But if you want to keep it simple and really like just sell some roofing jobs, just do your best to hone in on your texting and on your phone game. So I'm gonna get back on this webinar. Put her email in there, description, everything, and I'm just emailing her back to give us permission.
We've gotten a lot of leads from Google, huh?
Yeah, we're really doing well with Google, man. I mean, Google's pretty much helped us, thrive during the pandemic. I think it's really important for guys to know that you've got to get up on your Google listing. Google just emailed me, told me that we should add like a donation link to our Google My Business, and also add a gift card link where they can just get a gift card. I don't even really know what they're talking about, so we'll have to look at that. But Google wants you to have a very robust My Business page. The more robust your My Business page is, the better. So any possible thing you can fill out there, we have a thing on our Google where it's called Calendly, where you can just book us right there on a calendar and book an appointment. And even though people don't use it much, Google sees that we have it and they like it. So it'll help our organic search, and it'll help also when they just Google us. Even if they just kind of Google Foothills Roofing, we'll be the first one to show up, even though there might be some other Foothills stuff. Is that okay? So it's important with these emails when you send out that you ask them the question very, like I said, thank you for reaching out to us. I did give you a call and left a voicemail. We got your information. It would be great if you could give us permission to access the roof. Is that okay? We look forward to being in touch. You gotta ask them the question so that they can respond, yes, it's okay to access the roof. If you don't ask a question, you're not gonna elicit a response.
Yeah.
So that's really important. I'm copying you on this email just so you can kind of see, because we're gonna get the leads are gonna be coming in through Facebook. I think you're gonna get a lot of email and forms and stuff, and we'll have to do that. I'm a little concerned that you're gonna be working on it, and then be like, oh my gosh, a long list of people. We got to get back to these people,
I mean, that's a good thing if that happens.
It would be a good thing, yeah. It would be a good thing. We work on a lot of problem claims. So problem claims are when the insurance company just wants to pay for a repair and not a full replacement. So they can get very complicated because the customer wants a full replacement. They don't just want a repair. For example, the guy just called, he's got a huge roof. He's got a $70,000 roof, and the insurance company paid for half of it. So they gave him 30 grand to pay for the roof, a little over 30,000 to pay for half the roof. So he's like, what am I supposed to do with half a roof, And what's interesting about this one in particular, though, I think, is that he called us through Google, and just for a little repair, a tiny little repair in his soffit. And we just said, hey, no problem, we're gonna go and help you with that. So we went, looked at the repair, and kind of explained to them what we can do to fix it, and they were happy about that. And then we kind of asked him about some of the roof, and kind of continued to talk, and it turns out he kind of pulls out the insurance estimate and says, yeah, I mean, the insurance did pay for some roofing repairs. And we looked at it and we're like, well, they paid for half the roof to be replaced. Were you aware of that? He's like, not really, it's all so confusing to me. We explained it thoroughly and had a good hour-long meeting with him. And by the end of that meeting, we explained to him the process of doing when a claim turns into a problem claim. We have to bring in some outside consultants to help us. So that's kind of what we did here. And now it's been probably a month since that process started. Everything has been going really well. What it basically is the insurance company will hire their own outside consultant. The customer has to hire their outside consultant, and the two outside consultants kind of work it out for the most part. So that's what is happening, but their outside consultant is really dragging their feet, causing some issues there. So that's kind of where that goes. So the customers can get a little, if they don't get weekly updates from me and from them, at least talking to them, connecting with them, they can get a little nervous, So we're really good about that, just making sure that we give, all of our customers consistent updates. This is probably the biggest roof we're working on so far. The initial estimate came in to do the whole job, which there is some
some painting to interior work is $340,000. The roof itself is probably $300,000.
Wow.
Just the roof. It's a tile roof. It's a giant house. I mean, it's a giant house, and people are super nice. Yeah. So the insurance company came out. It's got plenty of damage. They have plenty of damage, and they also have the tile is discontinued, like it doesn't even exist anymore.
Wow.
And all the different tiles that we've already attempted to do some repairing, and they don't fit right. It just, and our installer is like, we can't offer any kind of warranty on this. I don't recommend doing this. Like, if we're gonna do this, they're gonna have to sign off that, like, we don't recommend doing this, and it could actually cause some issues down the road. And she's like, I can't do that. I can't sign that. Like, it's got damage, right? Shouldn't the insurance pay? I said, yeah, absolutely, but this is really getting challenging. So we're gonna have to bring in the outside consultants, and that's kind of where they're at this point. That the insurance company it looks like they're leaning towards approval. So I want to at least give her a call and talk about that. Hi, Kristen, it's Armando. I just wanted to connect with you briefly and just kind of let you know I have been in communication with Eric, and we are continuing to work with the insurance company, and we'll just kind of keep working on it, keep you updated, and yeah, feel free to call me if you have any questions. 720-532-7545. That's 720-532-7545. I am going to have a project manager stop by the house like on Monday, just to kind of make sure the repairs are doing okay, the temporary repairs are doing okay. So I just didn't want you to be surprised by that. All right, so we'll just be in touch and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. So it's one kind of piece of advice I could give is, like, once you find a good, like, subcontractor, a good installer, like, just make sure you treat them like gold. Really take care of them, and make sure you you just pay them in a timely manner, and you also treat them really well, and make sure you keep them happy, because they're extremely important to the business. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for our follow-up calls today.